Prompt engineering is going to be one of the highest paying as well as in demand job nowadays, and in future the demand as well as the pay scale will going to be increased. Now, after attending lots of paid webinar, I understood one simple formula, that is garbage in equals to garbage out. Means whatever prompt you will give to an generative AI tool, you will get a result according to the prompt. Means if you entered a weak prompt, you will get a weak result. If you will enter an inaccurate prompt, you will get an inaccurate result. Now, I'm quite sure that at what purpose you are using, let's say ChatGPT, you are using it as a beginner level, and it's far apart than how a professional use it to make it works. And there is a huge gap between how you use ChatGPT as a beginner and how a professional and experienced person uses ChatGPT for doing their works. And as a result, it has more value than what you are doing with ChatGPT. And in this particular video, we are going to reduce this gap up to a level so that you can understand how to give a perfect and strong and accurate prompt to ChatGPT, and you will get an effective and accurate result from that. Now, if you are a person who is still giving 1 to 3 lines of prompt to a ChatGPT in order to get a result, this is something which we need to improve. And in this video, we are going to use ChatGPT in order to generate prompt of itself. So don't miss any single part of this particular video. This is going to be a most valuable video for you. Also, in the last of this video, I'm going to share you a very effective, a very important tip which will going to help you in throughout your future for using these AI tools. Now, if you are a person who still don't know how to use ChatGPT more effectively by providing the prompts, you are a person who is going to be impacted most by this AI wave. So let's start with this video. Now, here are we onto our ChatGPT platform, and first we will talk about how to create a role, a specific role onto ChatGPT thread. So basically, I am a software developer having more than 20 years of experience in web development, and I worked with multiple multinational IT companies and delivered some of best streaming websites throughout my career. Now, basically, I have given a proper personality of myself. For an example, I am a software developer having more than 20 years of experience in web development, and I worked with multiple multinational IT companies and delivered some of the best streaming websites throughout my career. This is what I built a role of myself onto this particular thread. Now, here is the important thing. Every time when you want to search related to a software developer, you would not go into any other thread which we're going to create in future or in our new chats. You will going to do it into the same. And in the later part of this video, I will explain why it is important to maintain all the related chats into a single thread. So website throughout my career, now generate a prompt for creating streaming website like Netflix for more accurate result, Hotstar, etc. Now enter. This is a quite basic prompt which we generated in order to get a more accurate prompt which we will going to use for generating that website. Now, creating a streaming website like Netflix or Hotstar required careful planning and execution. Given your extensive experience in a web development, here is a detailed prompt to guide you through this process. Now, as you can see, when you ask the same question without giving who you are, without mentioning the role, it will going to give you an answer as a beginner, because it will not understand who you are, and as per ChatGPT's understanding, it considered you as a beginner, and in that case it will give you a very light, a very generic answer so that everyone and every beginner can understand. If you want more accurate, more in-depth result from ChatGPT, you need to mention your role for that. It doesn't mean that you need to mention an accurate role, but you can go with a fake role for more accurate result. If you want to get into more research over any particular, let's say any particular satellite, when you ask simple that give the details of this particular satellite, it will give a kind of small overview of that particular satellite. But when you give a fake role that you are a scientist working in a NASA or somewhere on an ISRO, and you want a more accurate details of that particular satellite, ChatGPT will going to give you a more precise parts of that missile and how it will going to work, what are the different inputs, what are the different parts of that particular missile. And that is the difference between asking as a beginner and asking by giving a perfect role to the ChatGPT. Here you can see design and develop a cutting edge streaming website that offers user experience. So this is not our answer. This is actually a prompt which is got generated by ChatGPT. Now we do not need any change into this prompt. We're simply going to copy it and paste it below this. Now this is what the last part, that is a summary of this prompt. We need to delete it, and here we need to mention write code for above prompt. Now here you will see it uses backend using Flask, frontend using HTML and CSS. Now you need more accurate result, right? You want a specific technology to be used into developing this particular website. So you need to generate a prompt related to it. So now in an iterative way, we are going to improve our prompt. So let's copy what we have created earlier. So let's copy, use JS, React, HTML, CSS as languages to create the website. Also use some animations in website. Here we can make more changes like prompt creating interactive streaming website like Netflix and Hotstar. And here you can see how it again mention our role and giving us a very effective prompt. Now if you are a person who going to manually write this prompt, you will go up to 5 or 6 lines, not more than that. But see how accurately it gives us a prompt to generate this website. Let's copy this particular prompt and paste it below. Delete the summary or final words. Code a website for above prompt, let's say. Now here you will see it will going to give us more accurate result than what we have built before this. Now here it will give us a path, how to set up your React project. Also it gives us home pages, content card, CSS for that, and the animation routing for the whole app. As you can see, it gives us a basic overview of website, but still when you continue on this prompt, it will going to generate each and individual page which will going to be used into this particular website, and that is going to be more helpful. Now coming to new chat. Let's suppose you want a research, and for that you need to mention who you are, what is your role. Now some of you might be thinking that whether it will going to create a conflict with what role we have defined into our previous thread. No, it will not, because the threads are independent of each other. Whatever you chat into a thread will not going to be remembered into another threads. So you can define multiple personality of yourself into your single account of ChatGPT, and you can get more and effective result from this. So let's edit this name to be a developer. Now you need to create a new chat, and this would be as a student. So I am a MTech student of data science. Now I want to publish research paper on impact of AI on job market. Create a prompt on giving a detailed overview of all the important points for my research paper. Now here you can see it created a kind of answer as well as a prompt. Now we will going to use this answer as our prompt for generating a more accurate and a kind of real research paper. So let's paste it down, delete the last final words of ChatGPT, write a proper and accurate research paper as per above prompt. You can actually edit more part of this, so click this one, that is our starting of our prompt. They have divided this prompt into some of the subtopics which are going to help us in creating more managed research paper. So click here, and now here you can see how it will going to create a research paper for us. It gives us more brief overview of our research, and you can simply use it in order to write your research, or either you can enhance it by using single thread. Now here is an important point. We have two important threads. One is for developer, one is for MTech student. Now in future, whenever you come onto ChatGPT, many people doing a mistake that they always create a new chat, but don't do that. If you are having a threads which is related to what you are searching for, let's say I came here for coding purpose, I can simply go into developer's query and will ask a question related to code, related to development, related to any particular thing which is basically dependent on developer. Do not waste your time in creating new threads, because in that case ChatGPT first understand and make your personality, and then it will going to answer you. And if you are a professional, you understand that you need to define a role for that. But if you are a beginner, it will take a bit time in order to create your personality and give you a more accurate result which you actually want. So if you are using ChatGPT, Just make sure that use a single thread if you are using it for a single role. Don't make different threads. And the reason behind this is whenever you search a related questions into a single thread, it will come across more personalized result. That is same as the recommendation system, which works on different websites. Let's take an example of Amazon. You go onto the Amazon website, you search for a product. Now next, whenever you go amazon.com, it will going to recommend you a kind of same product or a similar product which you searched previously. And if you start using Amazon, searching for different product, next time it will give you more accurate and personalized result. Now try to understand the word personalized. Now coming to the ChatGPT, the word personalized is also having great impact on your effectiveness of using ChatGPT. Every time you came onto ChatGPT, you can start on existing threads if your question is related to that in order to improve your personalization. Now in the next time when I came onto developer thread and asked any question, it considered me as a developer who is having a 20 years of experience, and it will give answer more accurately and more professionally. If your next query is independent of developer or MTech student, let's say you are a scientist or you are a pilot, so you need to create a new chat and maintain all the pilot related stuff into this thread. So by personality, you can always use thread system of ChatGPT. Now if you are a person who is more enthusiastic towards learning these AI tools, then do subscribe to my channel for more such informative videos. Also coming to the most important tip, there is a saying that communicating with AI tools is as important as communicating with human beings. Now for you only, and bring more learning into this particular channel, I'm continuously attending some of the paid webinars and will explore all the learning into this particular channel. So do subscribe to my channel for getting all the paid content for free. In the next video, we will come with more interesting stuff which will going to help you in more future learnings. Thank you very much for watching this video.